Hi, first graders. Today we're going to work on some rhythms, and we are going to find out a little bit more about that silence that we've been listening for in music. So we're going to start with doing some clapping and tas and TTs, so echo me. I'll go first. Ta, ti, 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 ta. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta. Ti, 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 ta, ta. Ti, 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 ta. All right, good job. Now we're going to go to a song that we know really well, Johnny Caught a Flea. And let's just review our rhythms that we know so far. We know ta and TT. Musicians called ta. Do you remember the name that a musician's called ta? If you said quarter note, you are right. It's called a quarter note. And what do musicians call TTs? Hopefully you said eighth notes. And how many beats is a ta? 1. And how many beats is a TT? Together, a T and a T together is 1 beat. What if we take each eighth note, we separate them? That's a TT also. That's what they look like when you pull them apart. Each one is worth 1/2. So that's something that's going to come up a lot in the future for you. But if you're not sure what 1/2 means, it's if I give you an orange and I want to have some of the orange too, and you want to have just as much as I'm having, you would cut the orange in half. And then we'd still have 1 full orange, but you would have part of it and I would have part of it, and we'd each have an equal part. And so when we take a TT and we split it in half, we know that the TT is like the orange, 1 beat, but when you split the TT in half, you have 1 T being a half and the other T being a half. So remember that for the future. We're going to need to know that. We're going to sing Johnny Caught a Flea, and we're going to try to figure out where that silence is. And today we're going to try to figure out how long the silence lasts for. All right, here we go. Go ahead and pat your lap while you sing. Here we go. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Johnny caught a flea. Flea died. Johnny cried. Tee, hee, hee. All right, let's see if we can do it now clapping. And while we're clapping, just think, is it ta, is it TT, or is that silence? Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Johnny caught a flea. Flea died. Johnny cried. Tee, hee, hee. All right, let's figure out which rhythm that first beat is. 1. Now, if you hear 1 sound, it should be a ta. If you hear 2 sounds, it should be a TT. So what do you think 1 is? Ta. What about 2? Ta. 3. Ta again. Let's figure out this last one. Is it ta again? 1, 2, 3. No, it's the silence. Nothing happens, but we're going to put a dot here to show there's that silence. What about the next line? Johnny. TT, 2 sounds. Caught a. TT, 2 sounds. Flea. Ta, 1 sound. And what about the last beat? Johnny caught a flea. There's our silence again. Flea. Do you think that's 2 sounds? Let's try that. Flea. No, it's 1. Died. 1. Johnny. 2. So it's TT. Cried. 1 sound is ta. T. Ta. He. Ta. He. And ta again. Dot. All right, how many dots do you see? 1, 2, 3, kind of like the song. So there's 3 dots. Now, what does each blank stand for? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Johnny caught a flea. Flea died. Johnny cried. Tee-hee-hee. What does the blank stand for? If you said the beat, you're right. And I always write blanks out that describe what the beat or where the rhythms are going to go. And the blanks always stand for the beat. Tongue-tied there. So, if that stands for the beat, the silence must last for how many beats? 1. All right, so we know we have a silence, and we know that it is 1 beat. So far, we know ta, ti, ti, and we know this silence, and the silence equals 1 beat. We don't know what it's called, and we don't know what it looks like yet, but we know that it's 1 beat. What other rhythm do we know that's 1 beat? Ta is 1 beat. Ti-ti is 1 beat. Although we would say that ti-ti is 2 sounds on 1 beat. So to probably be closer to this silence, we would say it's really like ta, because ta is 1 sound on 1 beat. And then this new one is silence for 1 beat also. Okay, let's practice it a couple of times. And when we get to the silence, let's make a funny face. I'll make a funny face, and so will you. Here we go. Clap. Maybe we should, yeah, clap. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Johnny caught a flea. Flea died. Johnny cried. Tee-hee-hee. Now, did you do a face after this one? Flea died. Johnny cried. If you did, be careful. There's no silences on this whole line here. Okay, let's try it again, and this time do something with your hand on the silence, and I'll do something with my hand. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Johnny caught a flea. Flea died. Johnny cried. Tee-hee-hee. All right, and one more time. Let's do... Let's pull our ears every time we get to the dot. Ready, last time, here you go. 1, 2, 3. Johnny caught a flea. Flea died. Johnny cried. Tee-hee-hee. All right, that was fun, first grade. Go ahead and practice this as much as you want, and we will have something new next time I see you. Have a good week.